Grab the Odyssey app from your app store and stream Kate On anytime, anywhere.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
It's time to dive deeper.
It's happening again.
They want to keep us divided so we don't realize they're chipping away at our freedoms.
Have we really thought through the cause and effect of our choices?
Tonight, one man will hold back the tide of sinister forces that threaten this great nation.
This isn't about politics. It's about truth in a culture built on noise. Can I get an amen? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yes, we can. Broadcasting live from Las Vegas. Independent, unapologetic, and unfiltered. Steve Sanchez.
Thank you, Greg Erringer. Steve Sanchez with you. Glad to be here. Lots to get to. Lots that have pissed me off. I've been pissed off all weekend over what's going on in America. And then, of course, sitting here in my studios, as I am, people piss me off even more over stupidities. The spirit of stupid that I have to deal with on a daily basis is driving me batcrap crazy. So I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth, especially when it comes to Iran. They screwed us. They screwed us. Are you going to try to tell me Iran didn't screw us? Iran screwed us. And I'm just going to be honest with you. And this is where I'm going with it. Mr. President, I love you. Mr. President, I support you. Mr. President, I defend you. But Mr. President, crap or get off the pot, man. Crap or get off the pot. Because I am getting sick and GD tired of putting $6 per gallon of gas in my BMW. That's there. You're damn right it's about money. I don't want to spend more money on gas than I have to. And look, I get it. The president's saying, hey, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Good. Bomb the crap out of them. Take out their bridges. Take out their power plants if they're still screwing around. Because Iran screws around. Iran has screwed around for 47 years. Iran will not listen because Iran has a radical Islamic ideology that you can't deal with in peaceful terms. You just can't. Now, the president's come out today and said, look, Iran must sign or lots of bombs will drop. Drop the damn bombs. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Steve, don't you know this is Israel's war? Oh, shut up with that Israel's war stuff already. I'm ready to hear with this. It's Israel's war. Israel's pushing the president. Why don't you shut that big pie hole of yours up? It is not Israel that's doing this. I have made it clear, and I'm going to make it crystal clear tonight. We have been dealing with a 47-year war with Iran. It started under the peanut farmer, Jimmy Carter, when he didn't have the guts to deal with them when the Islamic Revolution happened in 79 and they took our prisoners for a year and a half. Reagan got them out. And Reagan dropped the ball because he could have dealt with Iran then. And then Bush dropped the ball. And then Clinton dropped the ball. And then Bush dropped the ball. And then Obama dropped the ball. And then Trump dropped the ball. And then Biden dropped the ball. And now Trump has the ball. He has the ball. Dropped it in the first term. Yeah, he got rid of ISIS and all that, but he didn't deal with Iran either. Let's be real. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. But now he has the ball. Now he has the ball. He needs to crap or get off the pot. It's just as simple as that. Can't blame the Democrats because the Democrats are worthless. You want me to be straight with you? The Democrats are worthless, Mr. President. I don't care what they say. I don't care what names they call you. They are worthless. You can't deal with them. You can't reason with them. So the truth is you have to just do what you're going to do in spite of them. That's the facts with a capital F. That's the facts. Steve, you're telling me you want civilians killed. Is that what you're saying? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm tired of empty threats. The ceasefire ends on the 22nd. Iran say, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. And all of a sudden, they were, at first they agreed, yeah, we're going to do this. We're not going to enrich uranium. We're not. And then all of a sudden they're like, nah, we want this and we're not doing that. Guess what? Enough of the games. Take out the damn power plants, take out the bridges, and teach them a lesson. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. And I'm opening up phone lines early, by the way, so that you can join me. 702-257-5396 is how you join the conversation. Producer Nate, we rarely do this. Let's take calls early tonight because I'm fired up, and I'm sure a lot of people are fired up that we've got to get something done. We start our night with Joseph. Joseph, you're our first caller tonight. What's on your mind?
Hi, Steve. First of all, thank you and God bless you for your words. A little background about me. I'm a Lebanese Christian, so my family survived the civil war of the 1980s in Lebanon, and, they know a whole lot about war.
Sure.
And, they dealt with Hezbollah. We actually lost 3 family members to Hezbollah. So a little background on my opinion. First of all, I think you're totally right. I don't care about what anybody says about the president and about what they think this war is, whether it be low IQ Tucker Carlson, low IQ Megyn Kelly. We know about these people that belong to Hezbollah. We know some of them here, we're that are a part of the political party. They're not terrorists.
Right.
And they all tell us that they pray for the death and demise of Israel.
Yes.
And that they hope Iran succeeds. And we know exactly what Iran is capable of. And they have a plan to destroy the world, and they want to take over the world.
Yes.
And as a Catholic myself, as a Maronite Catholic, I will say this. Pope Leo has no idea about the Bible. He has no idea about what real Christianity is. I mean, if he really knew his Bible, he could turn to the battle between David and Goliath. And there's just evils you have to get rid of in this world.
I agree.
And I think that personally, Steve, that Iran is something that should have been dealt with by former presidents. Instead of us wasting money in Afghanistan and Iraq, we should have cut, there's a term in Arabic, I'll say it in English. You have to cut the snake from its head.
Yes.
You don't cut the tail of the snake.
Right.
All presidents, including Obama, should have cut Iran, the head of Iran, a long time ago. And Trump is doing unfinished business. And personally, to top this all off, Steve, as a Lebanese, as a Maronite Catholic, I fully support Trump's decision, and I think he should not negotiate with these people, and he should completely destroy Iran.
I agree. No, I'm with you, Joseph. I'm not going to disagree with you because I agree completely with you. And Joseph, you might want to listen to the show on Wednesdays if you get an opportunity, because we have Guy Nora, who's our radio show contributor, with us every single Wednesday. He's also Lebanese, Joseph. He fought the PLO, the very PLO you're talking about. He fought Hezbollah, and the PLO were the grandfathers of Hezbollah back in Lebanon, back in the 80s. He was 15. He had a machine gun in his hand, and he took care of business for almost 3 years until his family found out what he was doing, and they shipped him out of there, came to the California, got asylum, became extremely successful, and he is a fantastic expert when it comes to Lebanon, when it comes to what's going on in Israel, when it comes to what's going on with Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran. He is a wealth of knowledge. Check him out at Guy Nora Official, Joseph. And I do appreciate the call, Joseph. Call back anytime. You are absolutely 1,000% right. The phone lines are open if you want to be part of the conversation. 702-257-5396 is how you join us. It's time to stop talking. Look, I'm for the president. I'm with the president. But the president's trying to appease too many people. Who cares if they get upset with you? Who cares? They're going to do it anyways. Iran will never behave, Mr. President. You've got to crap or get off the pot. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I say it respectfully, but nevertheless, it has to be said. With the, 6 months that I've been on this weight journey, Neutronics Labs has been at the forefront of helping me drop now 52 pounds and counting. Why? because I've been taking Man's Edge from Neutronics Labs. It is a testosterone boost with an anti-aging formula called Deer Antler Velvet. It's IGF-1. This stuff works. Look, I'm going to say this. There's no big sales pitch here. It's just if you're 50 and older and you're a man and your testosterone's low, you got a flat tire in the bedroom, you need to do something to, well, make that tire not flat anymore, and your spouse will thank you 1,000 times over. Go to neutronicslabs.com/Sanchez right now. Order a Man's Edge. After 30 days, if it doesn't work, you get to keep the bottle and you get your money back. And in fact, when you buy the Man's Edge, you're going to get a free IGF-1. It's a small little bottle. It looks like this for those watching on social media. So you buy one, get one free at neutronicslabs.com/Sanchez. My insulin's regulated. I've lost weight. I feel better. And my low T is now a high T thanks to Neutronics. Quick break in front of us. But when we come back, we're going to start going right back to our phone lines, 702-257-5396. I'm Steve Sanchez. Don't go away.
I don't like the cold. You know who really doesn't like the cold? Your water heater. When temps drop, that tank expands and contracts over and over. Eventually, it cracks under pressure. Get your water heater inspected or replaced before it fails. Call Gettle. We'll check for leaks, corrosion, even flush the tank and test efficiency. Because if your water heater is over 7 years old, it's time to take action. Gettle, G-U-E-T-T-L. Will keep your water hot, but it's hard to spell.
Are you ready to sell your house but tired of waiting for the real estate market to improve? Will waiting really be any better? Or if it's time to move on and sell now, call Wedgwood Homes to discuss your options.
Captain America, you are absolutely correct. I love the president. I support this president. But sometimes you respectfully have to say, as men, crap or get off the pot. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Iran can't be dealt with. We gave them an opportunity. We gave them some grace. Now, look, there's 2 more days until this ceasefire agreement ends. But if they're going to continue to play games, take the bridge out, take the power plants out, teach them a lesson. This lesson should have been taught 47 years ago. And I don't give 2 craps what the Democrats have to say. I could care less what they think. I could care less what they have to say, because at the end of the day, the president's decisions are going to take care of every single American citizen and our allies, and we will get back to the right economic prices in this country, especially gasoline that's crushing everybody. I think it's Strong Cities, Nevada that just joined us as well, right, Producer Nate? Strong Cities, Las Vegas. Thanks for hanging out and watching us. Drop your comments, and we're going to go one more segment live on the stream, and then I'll be back to you. I'll answer some of your questions, comment on some more of your posts. I just got to look at my notes. We'll be back.
We make sure you get what you actually deserve. Call Sam and Ash Injury Law at 702-820-1234. Injury lawyers who win.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Within 15 seconds of logging onto social media, the algorithm has your daughter in its crosshairs, leading to the worst rates of eating disorders, self-harm, and suicide we have ever known, all while she's sitting right next to you on her phone. Congress knows.
John Schaefer, I appreciate you watching for a minute. And I got to say it publicly. Thank you, thank you, thank you for believing in me 11 years ago and bringing me on to KDON. Very grateful. Never forget you, my brother. Hope things are going well for you guys. got a common sense first agenda that can help you if you're struggling in your finances, your personal relationships, or your health. Former 2022 gubernatorial candidate right here in the state of Nevada and a successful venture capitalist and philanthropist, not to mention radio and TV show contributor, he has answers. Visit him on his socials at The Real Guy Nora for new content dropped daily.
1015 FM KDON.
You're listening to Steve Sanchez. Phone lines are open. Call him now at 702-257-5396.
All right, welcome back. Steve Sanchez with you. Phone lines are in fact open. 702-257-5396 is how you join us. We're talking about Iran screwing us over because that's what's happening. Let's call it what it is. Now, I do understand we've got 2 days until the end of this ceasefire agreement, but they're playing games. You can't trust them. These people lie. These people have a ratchet ideology that is about death and decay. This is who they are. I'd be very surprised if they do sign. I hope they do. They said they were a couple of days ago. They're trying to make this president look foolish. And again, Mr. President, I say it respectfully because you know I love you. The show supports you, but you got to crap or get off the pot. Bomb the damn power plant. Bomb the bridge. Take one power plant off. Teach them a lesson. Teach them a lesson. And make them sign. I'll even send my Mont Blanc, and they can sign with this. For God's sakes. The American people are trying to get by economically. And this thing lingering is just not working. And I do trust this administration. I just don't trust Iran. They are the axis of evil. I just do not trust Iran. Do you trust Iran? I don't. I don't trust Iran. All right, let's go to another call. We jump next to Sherman. Sherman, welcome to the show.
Steve Sanchez, welcome back, my friend. Happy Monday.
Thank you.
And as usual, Steve, you're close but not quite. President Trump, God bless his heart, in my opinion, made a bad cost-benefit analysis when he made a decision in his first term back in 2016 to tear up the original JCPOA as negotiated by President Obama over almost a 2-year period.
Mm-hmm. What did that do for us? They wouldn't allow us to even inspect their sites. So what the hell are you talking about? You're still harping on that?
Actually,
you're still chewing the cabbage on that?
Actually, Steve, according to some of the key components of that agreement that I learned over the weekend, that Iran agreed to ship out 98% of his HEUs, his highly enriched uranium stockpiles, 98%.
They would not allow us to inspect their sites. I don't give.
That's not correct, Steve.
That is correct. That is
24/7.
No. Stop reading the Daily Beast. That is absolutely not true. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I know this better than most people. In the beginning, they were allowing inspections in the beginning. And then they decided that they weren't going to allow inspections anymore. And Barack Obama did not. No. Barack Obama. You can't talk over me. I'm trying to tell you, and I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Barack Obama didn't force the fact. John Kerry didn't force the fact. They were getting manipulated and duped. And that is a fact. So you can't keep saying, oh, yeah, Obama negotiated this great peace treaty. And, no, he sent them pellets of cash that he finally got his hand caught in the cookie jar. And Iran played him like a freaking fiddle and played John Kerry like a fiddle. That's the truth. In the beginning, yes, Steve, they were in the beginning, they were inspecting the sites. Then, after a period of time, they didn't allow inspection, and weak in the knees, Barack Obama didn't force the matter. Now you can go.
Okay, Steve, actually, President Trump, I can recall as if it with yesterday's clarity, back during the 2016 debate, when he got on stage there and said that he was opposed to the President Obama's Iran nuclear deal, he never gave any specifics as to why he was against it.
He didn't have to.
Why.
He was running for freaking president. What the hell's the matter with you? He doesn't have to. What are you Democrats trying to do? He doesn't have to explain crap to you. He wasn't the president.
Well, Steve,
he didn't have access. He didn't have access. He didn't have national security. He was freaking running to get the nomination, man.
And that is why he's attempting to simply replicate the deal that President Obama struck over 10 years ago. That's fact, Steve. No. Again, by the way, Steve, yes. are you aware of the financial repercussions, the financial deals that those pallet of cash, what those were about?
What were they about, Sherman? You enlighten us.
Well, as it turns out, $1.5 billion of that was a result of cash from arms sales that had gone bad back in the 70s with interest. That's what Sean Hannity and Fox News kept railing about. And what I find striking is that this deal, that pallet of cash, had the backing of the European community, Russia, China, and several other countries.
Yeah.
So
well,
by the world community.
You already screwed yourself by basically saying Russia and China, who are tyrants and gangsters and thieves and are not our friends. Sherman, once again, you struck out. Once again. Sorry, but you struck out. Obama was a dirty bird. You and I both know it. And the fact is this. He gave them piles of cash. Cash! What president does that? So it couldn't be traced? Of course, Barack Obama had to make excuses when he had his hands caught in the cookie jar. What he's going to say? Yeah, I was sending them money because I really like what they do with ISIL. He didn't even say ISIS. ISIL. With ISIL. Remember? Not even ISIS. He never say ISIS. That man could never say ISIS, but he'd say ISIL. Yeah, ISIL. Bro. Barack Obama was an epic failure. And for all you Trump derangement syndrome people that suffer with significant TDS, here's the deal. You wouldn't have President Trump if Barack Obama wasn't such a freaking epic failure. You wouldn't have had a President Trump. That's a fact with a capital F. Fact with a capital F. And Sherman, don't insult yourself and don't insult this president and this administration that the peace agreement that Donald Trump is trying to negotiate is the exact agreement that Barack Obama had. Come on, stop reading the Daily Beast. It just that's trash. It's trash. But Sherman, I have hope for you. My favorite liberal. I have hope for you. That's why you listen to the show every night. It's freaking addicting. I get it. But I have hope for you that one day you will start admitting some truths. Now, I got to give Sherman credit. Last week he did say, well, there is a feather in the cap of President Trump because he got XYZ. Sherman's almost there. Almost. Let's pray for Sherman. Everybody, pray for Sherman. Lord, bring deliverance to Sherman in Jesus' name. All right, the phone lines are open if you want to be part of the program. 702-257-5396. I see calls on hold. Stay put. We got to go pay bills. And when we come back from this short break, I go right back to the calls. David, in fact, you'll be next when we come back. Don't go away. In today's volatile markets with inflation, geopolitical uncertainty, and high interest rates still plaguing our economy, the chances for bad financial decisions are at an all-time high. Rick Geiler, author and financial educator, has a bombshell white paper report that reveals how the rich actually invest their money using whole life insurance to get rich. President Trump's economy is set to explode, and the decisions you make now could very well position you for financial success in the coming months. Call Rick now for the free bombshell white paper report, how the rich actually invest their money using whole life insurance to get rich. Call 877-983-72. All right. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Monday. We're going to bounce from the live stream, but we're still on radio live and you can still be part of it. Make it easy. Here's the drill. Odyssey app, iHeartMedia app, or TuneIn app. Simple. Go to your mobile device, download those apps for free. The Steve Sanchez Show on KDON. Boom. You're going to be listening. Or you can just do it. Look, if you're lazy like me, it's real simple. All you have to do is go. Look, I'll show you. Look, I'm going to make it. Look, I'm even going to do a tutorial. Okay. So let's go to Instagram. If you're watching on IG, it's the same for every social platform. Okay. So let's go to my profile. Everybody see the profile? Okay, cool. See where it says links? Boom. Okay. Steve Sanchez Show. Watch this. Boom. Okay, get this. Whoa, we're there, man. Listen live, baby. Click it. Boom. You're on the app and you get to be part of the radio show for the rest of the night. We make it simple. Please do that. Go do that. Support us. We support you. We got a great show left. So let's make sure that you hang out. Again, phone number, support our advertisers and sponsors. Trust me, we talked about Neutronics earlier. The Neutronics Labs info is up at the link as well, especially if you're suffering from testosterone or aging issues. We got good sponsors. And their stuff is great, or we wouldn't talk about it. That's a fact. All right, time to bounce. Appreciate it. Catch us on the radio show. We're going to come back in about 2 minutes back on radio. Peace.